What is up, my friends and family? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gary. I'm the Card Father, and it's currently dark outside here in Columbus, Ohio. It's been an interesting day. Got back late, got my Stellar Crown in, and got orders shipped out as fast as I could. That's orders from TCG Player. So if you watched my previous video where I was talking about how I'm generating more sales, that's just orders from TCG Player, which I sell through all the time. So yeah, anyway, but today has nothing to do with my website or with selling. It has more to do with break culture, those kinds of things. I've been asked several times by various people if I stream and if I'm online breaking and doing box breaks or doing Pokemon pack breaks or Pokemon openings, and I can honestly say I'm not. I have a couple of different reasons, so I'm going to go over a few of those today, and maybe you can either sympathize with me or you can call me an idiot. Doesn't matter. I don't really care. What I care most about is my opinion. So there we go. You're either watching this because you like my opinion, or you like me, or you just wanted something to watch because you clicked on a thumbnail. I don't know. And personally, doesn't make a difference. So before we get started, if you do like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and do that down below. I am slowly trying to build up to 750 subscribers, and the more people that like the video, the more that gets watched, the more the algorithm picks it up, and YouTube says you'll like it, and I like it, and they like it, and people will start seeing it, and hopefully in time I'll get better and better at the videos, and you'll get better content. And of course, don't forget, here soon I'll be launching a new series, which will be pretty awesome. I hope you'll enjoy it. It'll be something that we can do as a journey together. But back to break culture. All right. I'm going to have a hot take here. I was asked several times in the last couple of weeks whether or not I stream. And to be quite honest with you, I don't. I have a Whatnot account. I have a Drip account. I have a TikTok account that all have the capabilities of streaming. I have YouTube. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. And I can stream if I choose to, but I don't. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, my day job is working for a live streaming company, so I know how streaming works. I know all the protocols. I know everything, how to do it. I know all the production behind it. So I'm not always necessarily wanting to stream. But two, I have some very strong feelings about break culture, and I'm going to go over those. So the first thing I have a problem with in break culture is I personally believe it's destroying the hobby. Granted, I understand some of you are going to be like, but it's not. It's a way to make sales. Right, but post-COVID, it is destroying the hobby. That's just my opinion. It really is. It's taking all the fun out of breaking cards, opening packs, trading. It's taking the fun out of starting and running a business in turn, trying to get things moving for your Pokemon business. It's not one of those things. I mean, I'm not opposed to breaking boxes online and selling the cards or giving the cards to people who want them in giveaways, or somebody buys a pack. But I believe it's breaking the culture. The culture of the hobby is now, hey, we just got to hit. We just got to hit. That's all we got to do. We got to hit. And it's like a drug. The drug doesn't come necessarily from opening the pack. It comes from getting the hit, right? And I understand that. But the problem that I have is I feel that it's breaking the culture. Like, it's literally, it's damaging the culture of the whole point of Pokemon. See, there's the thing. There's only really three things you can talk about when it comes to Pokemon. And the real reasons why Pokemon really exist. It's first and foremost, it was a game, right? And so that's dwindling. There are not very many people who are entering back into the game consistently. Payouts for, league tables, going to tournaments, they're very low. I mean, most times they just give you a booster box and some cash, but the cash is not anything extraordinary, or extraordinary, or, what's the word I'm looking for? You probably know. Exaggeration or exaggerated. It's not, luxurious amounts of money. You're not making millions off of being a Pokemon tournament master. Okay. You're just not. So you gotta remember, it was a game first, but then also, like, my second issue with it is, like, people charge way too much. And yes, people buy, and that's because they're doing the FOMO, right? The FOMO. And that's the thing, like, oh, I gotta have that pack, or oh, I see this card. And that's cool. I mean, you can do that. Like, I mean, if you really want to stream and you want to charge people $10 for a pack of Paldean Evolved versus the $7 or $5 that it really is for a pack of Paldea Evolved, then okay, and you want to pay that, okay, fine. But I have a level of morals and ethics that I follow, and part of that is transparency and integrity, and I just don't see breaking culture working for me. Another reason why I think it's like an issue right now is simply because of the fact that break culture is when I say it's damaging the hobby, there's a lot of scammers who do Whatnot, and there's a lot of scammers who do drip. I mean, for me, Whatnot is like the most Isley, the well of scum and villainy when it comes to streaming, and because there's just so many people on there who are scamming, who don't send out the cards, or they run a bounty of some sort if there's one available, and they have an issue where they find the card, somebody pulls a card that's worth more, and they don't want to send out the card. Like, that's happened numerous amounts of times, and I have an issue with that. Now, you've got people like Dr. Applesauce, who does phenomenally well on streaming through Drip, and he is very full of integrity. He's very trustworthy, and he does a good job. He's got thousands of reviews, and he does a really good job. You've got other people out there like Ryan's Card House, Kraken Hits. All of these groups, these people, they've been streaming for a little while now, and it's beneficial to them. They're making money, they're generating. But if you go on like Ryan's Card House, for example, or Kraken Hits, they're not selling things at MSRP. They're selling way above MSRP, and so that's an issue for me. And they're not scammers, but when people are willing to pay $8, $9, $10, $12, $13 for a single pack of Pokemon cards, that's ludicrous, right? I mean, you're overpaying for something, and especially if you're doing like one-off auctions, like a single card that may be 78 cents market value and it sells for $4 on Whatnot or Drip. That's a little ludicrous, right? It's a little crazy. So I just feel like that there's it inhibits me from wanting to stream all the time, or even wanting to do it again, because I don't feel like there's a beneficial thing to the community. Like, my point is to be beneficial to the community. If you look at my prices, I may be $1 or $2 over market, and that's because it's covering my fees, or it's covering the cost to ship something. It has nothing to do with me scalping you, right? It has nothing to do with me scamming you. Nothing at all. If you look at a booster box, for example, I'll give you an example. I have Stellar Crown for $120 right now. Yeah, $120. What is market value? Market value is $109. And if you look at it, it'll drop. It'll go to $99, probably $97, and then it'll come right back up after about 3 or 4 weeks. It'll start to slowly climb because that set is really good. I mean, it is really, really good. And so it just takes a little bit of time for that to rise back up. So I'm selling my booster boxes at $120. MSRP from Pokemon Center is $164.99, guys. $164.99. Like, why are you not buying from me? Why are you not buying from PokeNE? Why are you not buying from somebody else? Why are you going to Walmart and spending $55 on an ETB when you can come buy it from me for $38, $39, $45, when you can save $10, right? Even with free shipping, if I was offering it, even with just a standard $10 shipping, get as much as you want, and I'll ship it for $10. Like, I don't understand this. And so with you go to Whatnot or you go to Drip, that's literally it. You're going to Whatnot and Drip, and you're paying an exorbitant amount of money for one thing, and it just doesn't make any sense. The other problems that I have is that even if I wanted to go back into streaming, or if I think I want to do streaming, which I might at some point if I feel like there's a need and I've built up enough of a community to help me kind of like launch forward, is that it's oversaturated. Every Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Jim, and Joe are all jumping in there doing their jolly jiggers of trying to sell Pokemon cards. And so you'll see all over these Facebook groups where people are like, hey, I'm buying bulk Vs and EXs and VMAXs, and I'm paying 38 cents or 49 cents or 57 cents a card. And what these guys are doing is they're buying them in and they're selling them on Whatnot for $3, $4, $5, right? And that's the problem. That to me, that's a problem. Because every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Jim, Joe, and Jane are going in, and they're literally cleaning up by making more money off of a 97 cent or a 62 cent card by doing it on Whatnot, right? They're doing a pull box where it's, hey, pull box is $5 and you can possibly get this hit, and they pull the box and it's $1 card. It's not even $1 card, 32 cent card. And everybody and their mother is doing that, right? Everybody, their mother, their uncle, and their children are all doing that. And to me, it's oversaturated. So that is the main reasons why I don't stream. is because it's oversaturated. Now, am I missing an opportunity? Probably, yeah, I am. But I would rather hold on to my morals and ethics before I sell myself out to just make money, honestly. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am people over profits. I do believe that if I take care of my community and I take care of the people first, then people will come back and take care of me. That is working in some regards. I do have a small amount of people who know who I am here in Ohio, where I go to a card show, and they come back to me because I have a good price. I'm friendly, I'm trustworthy, I'm always going to help them, and I'm never going to put them down, and I'm never going to overcharge them for something that they shouldn't be overcharged for. And I'm always going to be lower than Walmart, and I'm always going to be lower than Target, and I'm always going to be lower than Pokemon Center, right? Even if you come and buy a plushie from me, it's going to be lower than Pokemon Center, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I decided to go back into streaming at any point in time, it would be a challenge for me to accept the parameters in which they are, because of the fact that everybody is doing it. Like, if you've looked at Drip recently, Ryan's Card House has now moved over to Drip. Like, they stream on Drip and on Whatnot. That's double dipping, in my opinion, right? Stick to one platform, dude. Okay, I get what you're doing. I understand you're expanding your business. But to me, it's not. That doesn't make any sense. So that's the reasons why I don't stream. That's the reason I don't do breaking. That's why I think break culture is damaging our hobby, and I really think it's taking things to a whole different level than what was really intended with Pokemon and collectibles, and that's fine, you know. So, but as a reseller, as a business, I understand it. I understand what they're doing. I understand what they're going for, and I get it. I completely understand, and I'm not entirely against them doing that. But for me, it's morals and ethics, and I don't feel comfortable putting myself into that position where I have to make an ethical call, and it's going to cost my business something. I'd rather not do that. Right? I'd rather not go that far. So I may be wrong, and you know what? That's fine. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think, because honestly, what you say does matter to me, but in the end, it doesn't, honestly, because, like, even if you call me a jerk and an idiot and say, whatever, dude, you know what you're talking about, you're missing so much money, you should do, it doesn't make a difference, right? My morals and ethics play a major part of who I am and what I do, and it doesn't matter what you've got to say about that. If you say a negative thing, that's fine. You can say all you want. I'm not going to hide your comment, I promise. And I'm not going to remove your comment. It's going to stay there. And I might even heart it, because you never know. I might agree with you in some way. So anyway, as I say, as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you and your time. Time is one of the most valuable things I think we can give to somebody. And of course, you can always do all things through Christ who gives you strength. I'll see you on the next one.